cats. Yeah, exclusive, baby. You in the spot? Yeah. Hang up your coat, put up your feet, relax your mind, you dig? Cause you're chillin' with the snazzy cat, baby.
This your man live from Man Alive Live, reporting outdoors. We're here for part 5 of how to redistribute wealth. Now I got my man Truth Adams here to talk about quality products, because Live believes that if you have a quality product, you will have some longevity in the game. I'm talking about something that'll separate you from the rest, something that'll keep you around your own little niche. Not a whole gimmick, but a niche. You dig what I'm saying? Like, process that. We got to make sure that we come different, but we don't come with an aim to trick or do foolery. That's what I call a gimmick. That's my definition. We don't come out with shit to do trickery or foolery. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass it on to my man Truth Adams, because I don't like to yap a lot. I just want to get to the lesson and let him talk about how we going to redistribute this wealth with quality products. What you got, man?
Well, I'm dealing with quality projects and products. One of the biggest things that you mentioned earlier is being able to have your own niche and being able to develop your own niche. But the first thing you have to do is it comes from understanding who you are yourself. See, right. First rule is this: your personality is going to determine your product. You know, who you are is going to determine your music, and not the other way around. Yeah. You know, the trickery and the foolery comes in is when we start buying into the nonsense of what we do makes us versus who I am makes what I do come alive. Right. You know, I'm a human being first. I'm branded first. Yeah. You know, the Truth Adams moniker is just what you see on stage or what people see in the studio. Or it's just only a part of my personality, and it's just a part of my talent and the gift that God gave, that I actually illustrate in a DVD that I got coming out called Get Out of the Box.
Out of the Box.
Volume 1. And basically what that is a quick plug, breaking past the insecurities and the barriers of conformity that we allow ourselves to be put into. As infants and as kids, you know, we watching cartoons and we dare to dream. And a lot of times we believe that anything is possible, and cats get jaded and cats get caught up in the status quo, and then we start believing the trickery and the foolery that people are throwing out to us, like, hey man, you don't want to do that, you need to do this, you know, instead of like really seeking guidance from what's inside you. Yeah. Or who's inside you. And a lot of vocalists tend to sing a lot of songs of what people are doing today. People are trying to grab a hold of what's going on today instead of like really just tapping into music in general. You know, producers are the same way. It all comes from researching and reevaluating, especially when you're dealing with music. And then the next step is, of course, once you start researching, that you're gonna want to find like some sort of mentor who's in the game for real. Somebody who knows this thing back and forth. I had the wonderful opportunities to travel and play with an exorbitant amount of talent and wonderful mentors who've always been in my life and continue to this day to be a part of my life. You know, finally, you know, once you kind of get that type of guidance, the next thing is, of course, you have to be yourself, and then you have to kind of like move on and chart your own path and get out. Go out there, go see what's happening with you, you know, because only you know what's inside of you, what your dream is, and if you don't believe in your vision, no one else will. That's all a part of the quality project, outside, of course, finding the right engineers when you're doing recordings and making sure that, you know, you become a part of that process and trying to find out exactly what it takes to make a quality record, you know. I think that all artists, all producers need to have an understanding of the art of sound. That way they can convey to the engineers or the people they're working with on what it is that they're trying to get out of it. Very proud of you, man. You know, you always find innovative ways to market and promote in some of the most positive lights, and I think that we need to see that more. I'm definitely excited about it. So, quality products, get at it.
That's what I'm saying. This your man live from Man Alive Live. We signing out, man. I guess we on the rooftop again, man. I like this spot. It's not necessarily midday, but it's a little bit after the middle of the day, man. And shout out to Live going hard, man. Mocha Soul on my chest. My man Truth Adams, everybody that's helping put this thing possible, man. We just saw E Banks and my man Stir. Earl, and we just going hard, man. Shout out to Tsunami for having us, man. You're in the building. How to Redistribute Wealth, Part 5. Get at me.
We ain't keeping these ad-libs, huh?